is trying to avoid the stat. Just getting his points. Now, then he will be that guy.
Well, let's go to the big stat chaser. What do you think about Freak's year?
You know, it's never easy to hold on to the number 1 year. Ernie, I was averaging 29.5. David Robinson was averaging 29.3.
The Nets come into an Eastern Conference contest in this game. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. They're continuing to soldier on without the services of Timothy Mozgov.
Yeah, that is really tough, Kevin. You never like to hear the sound of that. They're going to miss him, and by all indications, they're going to miss him for a long time. That was the exact opposite of the news they wanted to hear.
And it does. You're right. Sound like a long road ahead for him to get back on the court. But listen, he's a pro. You know he'll do everything in his power to get back as quickly as possible.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. As is out there with Young. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Here's Brock. They get the rebound. And Young kicks to McLemore. Trains it from beyond the arc. McLemore's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Stan Van Gundy.
For them to be successful, Kevin, he said they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees every time the ball gets in the post. If they don't collapse on their post threats, he knows they're in for a long game. Guys?
And thanks for that story, Doris. About a minute played so far here in the first. Kid Gilchrist, 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Here's the Kid, guarded by Jackson. Young passes to Brock. Now the dish to McLemore. Here's Lopez, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
You know, it's been a rougher year than he expected at the line, guys. I mean, he's seen the numbers dropping off for him this year.
McLemore, the pass to Brock. Out left to the wing. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Charlotte Hornets.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. That has to make you feel good as a group.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Now here's McLemore, guarded by Jackson. Hollis Jefferson passes the ball, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And that one's good. McLemore's got his second basket of the night.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Jackson. 8 points his last outing. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
You can't get into much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Fast break Detroit. Poke loose. Shot from 12. Shot is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the
very satisfying road win, because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Jackson with it. Now guarded by Brock. Kicks to Caldwell Pope. Drummond a screen. Takes a three. Detroit, no good that time either. Nets leading by 4. Here's the kid. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Jackson. Soft touch off the glass.
That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
Here's the kid. And he really played well against Denver. McLemore, the pass to Brock. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
So it's the Pistons now. 4-point game. Steps back and fires. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And now the Pistons fast break. Kid Gilchrist with the ball. It's deflected. And here we go. Pushing it up. Shots good by McLemore. McLemore's got 7 points in the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now here's Drummond. Second chance effort. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Look at the night for McLemore. He's already got 10 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Detroit making a switch. Morris is checked in.
Marcus Morris.
And Young comes over to help. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Caldwell Pope. Drummond a screen. Shot clock at 5. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Lopez. Here's Brock. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Morris. Now Detroit moving it up. That's good. 6 points for Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter. And checking out the numbers for Lopez. A wonderful string.
Pistons trail by 8. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Detroit looking at who they pick. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Michael Kidd Gilchrist. And it's McCormick in at the 4. McLemore with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Screened by Young. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely. The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Young kicks to McLemore. Hollis Jefferson passes to Young. To the left side wing. McLemore dishes to Lopez. And it's denied. Now Jackson. He's got 5. Here's Caldwell Pope. Swiped away. Hollis Jefferson passes to Brock. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons trail by 10. They get a hand on it. Here's Caldwell Pope. Brooklyn with the rebound. Young's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. The shot's good from Brock.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
The Pistons shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Outside Jackson. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Caldwell Pope. Jackson has the open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jackson's got 8 points.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
And that one's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets was superb. He ended up with 50 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I say it would make it to his greatest hits file. No doubt about it.
That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second.
At the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settled.
Lopez a screen. Here's Lopez. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
And let's see which big men have had the softest touch lately with this look at the leading field goal percentages among centers.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yes, sir. I mean, these guys make the most of every one of their easy opportunities. Missing layups is simply not part of their routine.
Oh, wow. Beautiful jam.
Rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for man. Oh, man, was that
and
fun.
no doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
And here's Jackson. He's got 8. Feeds to Drummond. Lopez with the block.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
Now here's Jackson. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
And great effort on the boards, and what a move.
Yeah.
That was, Gary. You just will not simply ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know,
Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Caldwell Pope.
they are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
The kid passes to Hollis Jefferson. Screen by Young. Brock. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. The kid's got 12.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy do. Very, very well done.
Outside Jackson. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Some really terrific numbers for Jackson. He's got 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Detroit shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of it.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Monty Eunice is checked in for Thaddeus Young. All free throws good from Jackson.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Here's Brock. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Now here's McLemore. Not a lot of room. Out to the wing. Hollis Jefferson passes to Monty Eunice. 6 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
They set the screen. Here's Kid Gilchrist. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And now just a 5-point for Brooklyn. They've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. All free throws good from Jackson.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Nato, guarded by Jackson. Here's McGarry. The 18-footer is right on the mark. McGarry's got his first points in this one.
obviously a mix-up defensively on that possession.
There's the pick. The drive by Jackson on the wing. Johnson. Dishes to Jackson. Morris a screen. Johnson a wide open look. Hands it from downtown. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Johnson outside. Up top, Monty Eunice. Johnson outside. Pass to Matajunas. He dishes it to McGarry. Here's Brock. And another shot. And he lays it up and in. And the Nets lead by 6.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Jackson dishes to Baines. And the shot falls short this time.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
And that one's good.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Detroit's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. There's the pick. Outside Jackson. Morris with the screen for Jackson. And here's Johnson outside. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 6 points for Johnson.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
The pass to Brock. The tray. Detroit with the rebound. They're getting their first look at the season at the Nets in this one.
And they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with 2 teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
From 12 feet out. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Now just a 4-point Nets lead. He feeds it to McGarry. Johnson against Jackson. Here's the screen. Wants to get it to Morris and does. There's Baines. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw. And a pretty tightly contested.
Gentlemen, here with Joe Johnson. And, Joe, what's going to be the key for this team in the second half?
Well, we got to come out with more focus and intensity. You know, we got to pick it up, man. We got to get stops in the second half, man. Pick it up defensively. Offensively, we're pretty good, but defensively, they get too many easy baskets.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. We got a spectacular boost from the guys coming off the bench, and that's huge because it should leave us with nothing but fresh legs as we get deep into this game. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp, and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. Coming in, we knew this team wasn't going to roll over for us. If we're going to put them away, we got to execute. Let's bear down and finish what we started.
It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
So far in the game for the kid, he's got 19 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
So for Brooklyn now, Brock in at point guard. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Young. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's McLemore in at the 2. Nets trail by 3. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. Here's the kid. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Young left side. Nice touch on the bank shot.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Outside Jackson, they set the pick. And the foul called on Freak. That's his third foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's Caldwell Pope, guarded by McLemore.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
It's blocked. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Outside Jackson. Off the screen, McCormick. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. He's got 6.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some softy.
Here's Brock. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Off target with his 3. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Drummond, and there's the second dunk to finish it off.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. Floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Young's shot is off. Detroit leading by 3. Jackson with it. He's got 12. Caldwell Pope kicks to Kid Gilchrist. To the middle. Jackson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Jackson's got 14 points.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
The Pistons have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Drummond, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Ben McLemore.
Shooting free throws.
And the first one drops. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
The kid passes to Young. Here's Lopez. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Lopez has been great. He has 9 points. A couple of nice steals, too.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate the all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys, stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get supreme in terms of your stat sheet.
In Kelloggese, right? In Kelloggese. Pistons leading by 4. It is now to Drummond. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's McCormick, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. He's got 8.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. Number 1, the Nets.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the 3.
The kid passes to Lopez. Here's Hollis Jefferson. McLemore inside the line. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. McLemore's got 14. The Pistons have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And Drummond kicks to Caldwell Pope. Jacks up a 3. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Young's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Right. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Yo, fellas,
the first one falls.
All right? Let's get a stop on this one.
All free throws good from Brock.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort career.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Jackson dishes to Caldwell Pope. Lets it go from 14. And Detroit again with the bucket. Nets trail by 4.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really,
good try.
In a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. That's to McCormick. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Shot from 12. Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Here's McCormick. Can't get it to go. Good defensive work there by Young. Brooklyn trailing. Here's the kid. 25 points in the game. For the lead. Shot is off. And Detroit the other way now. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Jackson passes to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Jackson. Uncovered. Jump shot is good. Jackson's got 16 points.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Inside and stolen by Drummond. Outside Jackson. He kicks it to Drummond. The pass to McCormick. Outside Kid Gilchrist to the inside. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Looking now at the numbers for Jackson. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 2nd in assists, 12th in steals, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And, you know, going back to him being one of the top dime droppers in the league, it's his ability to control the pace of the game and his peripheral vision. They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities. And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Shooting for Detroit, down on the floor, Andre Drummond.
That free throw, no good. Garrett Temple has checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Substitution on the court.
Pistons leading by 9. Now Jackson. He's got 18. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's his 4th foul.
And fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Andre Bargnani picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
That free throw good from McGarrett. That one misses. Detroit's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And the foul called on Freak. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Thaddeus Young. Shot clock at 5. Just his first attempt. That misses off the backboard. Nets trail by 8. Pass to Brock from deep. Shot misses. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Temple. Kicks it to Johnson. And they double up Jackson. Here's Temple. Here's Baines. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Baines has got 6.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And that sends Freak to the free throw line. Andre Bargnani picks one up. That free throw good from Brock. There's 1:17 left in the third. Johnson outside. Bargnani against Modi Yunus. Bargnani kicks to Temple. There's the feed to Jackson. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Galloway.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Pick by Bargnani. Jackson dishes to Bargnani. Can't get it to fall.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip. He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
20 seconds left in the third. Feeds it to Temple. All alone. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Here's the kid. It'll count. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Pistons leading by 5. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's McCormick in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Detroit right now. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And he knocks down the first one. And McLemore drops them both. Detroit's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. A beautiful reverse layup. Jackson's got 20 points.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Lopez kicks to Young and stolen by Drummond. Caldwell Pope pass to Jackson. Outside, Kid Gilchrist to the paint. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Shooting free throws.
That free throw missing.
Boy, it's been a nightmare at the line for him. He keeps finding himself back at that free throw line over and over again.
No luck that time either.
Kevin, I hate to pile on here, but it's really been difficult to watch his work at the line. I mean, it's something he struggles with, and this game is no different.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Dishes to Caldwell Pope. And too long on the shot.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
No good. Good defensive work there by Young. To the right side. Hollis Jefferson passes the ball. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. The first free throw is good.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Both free throws good from Brock. The Pistons have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to McCormick. He dishes it to Kidd-Gilchrist. McCormick defended by Young. Here's McCormick. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Brooklyn trailing. The pass to Brock to the middle. It's deflected. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. The Kids got 17 points here in the second half. Detroit's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Drummond the screen. The drive by Jackson. Misses off the right iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
McLemore, no good.
So that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Passes it to McCormick. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Young's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. McLemore, the pass to Brock. And he's good on the 3-ball. The Kid's got 39.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
To stop the run. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from McCormick.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
Here's the Kid, guarded by Jackson. 6 to shoot. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And also Also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Both free throws good from Brock. Pistons trail by 4. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And they're able to recover.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Rebound, Detroit.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here.
Pass to Lopez. Down low, Young. And it's sent back by Drummond. Now here's Jackson, guarded by Brock. Outside Jackson. Just 5 on the clock to take the lead. And Caldwell Pope hits the basket. Caldwell Pope's got 19 points.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
McLemore dishes to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
Well, 7 lead changes, Kevin, in this one, and we could very well be seeing more.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Here's Caldwell Pope, guarded by McLemore. Drummond a screen. Here's Jackson, and it's sent back by Lopez. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Caldwell Pope's got 12 points here in the second half.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
The kid passes to Lopez. Inside, here's Brock. A stupendous finish in traffic. The kid's got 45 points. Detroit's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. And that one's good. Drummond.
Yeah, great post position. That's going to be key here in crunch time.
Nets have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Pass to Brock. Over to the left wing. McLemore inside the line. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Detroit's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's McCormick. Can't get it to go. Good D by Lopez.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And they get it back. The kid passes to Young. Here's the kid, defended by Drummond. Here's Jackson. Feeds it to Kid Gilchrist. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And now a 4-point Piston lead.
Just too dominant in the low post to let him have the ball in that close.
Really simple opportunity for him. I mean, that's his bread and butter there.
Here's Drummond. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's the kid. Throws up again. Stolen away. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Caldwell Pope gets to Jackson. He feeds it to Drummond. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Jackson. Good defensive work there by Young.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Brock. Drummond in the post. Lopez is there. 11 feet away. And again, Andre Drummond. And the Pistons lead by 8.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Shots good from Young. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Jackson passes to Drummond. A rebound by the Nets. Lopez has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Really quite surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, not typical. They've been dominant on the board, but they are still falling short on the scoreboard.
To the middle. It's deflected. Lopez with the steal. Down low. And Young slams it home. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 15 rebounds.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. If you got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you got to take it and make it.
Moniunas is checked in for Brooklyn. Nets trail by 4. Here's the kid. Lopez kicks to McLemore. Now here's Moniunas. He's covered closely. That is good. Detroit's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. A moment to check in with Doris Britt. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Drummond the screen. And the pass to McCormick. Here's the dish to Kid Gilchrist. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Kid Gilchrist has got 4 this quarter. Nets trail by 4. Here's the kid. Hollis Jefferson passes to McLemore. Stolen by Jackson. Now Detroit moving it up. Jackson's got the ball. It's rebounded by McLemore. In transition, here come the Nets. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
.31 left in the fourth. Jackson passes to McCormick. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He went over the offensive plan and said that it hinges on running through the kid. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
And thank you for that, Doris. Ripped away. It's tipped. He kicks it to Lopez. He nails it, and we're tied up.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Down low, here's Drummond. Money!
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time, Kevin, for the stars to shine.
The kid passes to Lopez. No good. Good D by Drummond. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Passes it to McCormick. And they double up Jackson. Money!
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Here's the kid, guarded by Jackson.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
He hits the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And that makes it a two-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Here's Brock. There's the pass to Lopez. Now here's McLemore outside. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just one. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway. You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Here's Brock offline. And so the Pistons take the win. It was up for grabs, right? And
You got to forget about that one.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Reggie Jackson.
Listen up, everybody. Reggie Jackson, he can bring it. He's got a lot of skills. He can pass, he can dribble, he can shoot. And tonight, he brought them all. He's a dangerous player when he's focused and locked in.
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it. I didn't see this kind of performance coming from him tonight. He's been coming off a stretch of game where he just looked lost out there. To see him turn around this quickly, it's a nice surprise. Play after play, he was getting after it, making plays, and making it look easy.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar. Nunca no mesmo lugar, seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. Mas só em pensar que com a sua face, tudo que eu pedisse só você que me desse. Aí pensando Deus se esse quarto falasse, mas que pena, já era. Não deixo mais aquela tão bela e singela, e nem dá. Porque se eu ouço a voz dela é através de alô. Se passou pela favela é porque alguém me falou. Então já que me deixou por aqui, aprendi a viver um pouco sozinho. Mas o que eu posso fazer, fia, se eu gosto da boemia. Essa noite pra mim é dia, mas posso mudar. Mas como isso é questão de tempo, então isso nem tenho muito, nem curto. Fica de canto, eu prefiro suar. Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar. Nunca no mesmo lugar, seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. O resto eu vejo depois, talvez. Pode ser que uma mina firmeza possa trombar no rolê. É isso, deixa comigo, é só seguir o sentido e despertar os picos floridos. Mas não, pera lá, deixa eu falar, né assim. Para mim tem que ter valor. Não é só chegar e abusar, nem forjar, nem fingir que nem dá pra sentir o amor. Ó fita, ela não confia, mas em mim acredita. No conto das minas que pra mim foi mágica. Tava tudo claro, mas a cena complica e a saudade fica. Então já era. Não vejo mais aquela tão bela e singela, e nem dá. Porque quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar. Nunca no mesmo lugar, seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. And for Brooklyn, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU early.
At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 6, Wilson Chandler. At shooting guard, at 6'6", number 24, Kobe Bryant. Starting at the other guard, at 6'3", number 1, Derrick Rose. A 7-foot center from Stanford, number 11, Brook Lopez. Starting at the other forward position, Standing 6'11", number 12, Marcus Aldridge. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen.
From Brooklyn, New York, and the home of the Nets, we're broadcasting live from Barclays Center. Last game for the Nets, they picked up a W against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Brandon Bass. Lowry out there with Gordon. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Laverne in at the 5 down low.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting, his rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Now here's Wiggins, coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. That's good.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And here's Brooklyn.
You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And you can say that about most of his game. Quietly, effective, and impactful.
Here's Lowry, following the score by Derrick Rose. Lowry dishes to Wiggins. Shoots from 14. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And guys, going back to Aldridge, last season was a difficult one for him. He had the torn ligament in his left thumb, but still fought through it to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebound.
Now here's Chandler, following the miss by Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Nets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Rose. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Rose has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Gordon kicks to Lowry. Bass, a screen on Rose. Lowry passes to Laverne. And again, the Bucks miss.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The try by Bryant. Laverne grabs the miss.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
All alone. The shot no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. This game against Milwaukee here, it's their first look at the Bucks.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and 2 mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
Here's Lowry with the second effort, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Kyle Korver is checked in for Brooklyn. Patrick Beverly comes in for Rose. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Nerlens Noel checks in for Brandon Bass. Now, here's Aldridge. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Memphis. Lopez with the bucket.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Here's Gordon. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Raptors.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who were the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Kyle Korver on top, second Eric Gordon.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of horse. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
Brooklyn making some changes. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Lopez. And Morris subbed in for Wilson Chandler. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Bucks. Harris comes in for Eric Gordon. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
Beverly dishes to Aldridge. No good from outside.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out. Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And it's denied. We've got 1:23 left here in the first quarter. Grant sets a screen for Lowry. Now the pass to Harris. No good on the triple. Nets trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Morris can't hit. Wiggins with some nice D.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Wiggins. Gerald Henderson. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Beverly against Lowry. An easy 2 points on the layup. Lowry's got his first bucket in this one.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
And Beverly kicks to Korver. Stolen by Grant. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. To halt the run, Aldridge can't get it to go.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Pass to Grant. On the wing, Harris. He's looking for Noel and finds him. And it's sent back by Bogut. Korver gets a wide open look. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks lead by... And LaMarcus Aldridge, the franchise player on this team, without question. He talked about the responsibility that comes. Greg, does that acceptance come with putting a whole lot more pressure on yourself? And if so, what does that do to LaMarcus Aldridge's game?
You know, Kevin, that's what's going to be so interesting to find out. Some players, you know, they really relish in that situation. They rise to that occasion. Others, I don't want to say they wilt under the pressure, but they're just not comfortable in that environment. And in the NBA, you get to do it on TV and in front of thousands in person.
At the line for 2.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Gordon out there with Harris. Then it's Henderson. Then it's Brandon Bass. And it's Laverne in at the 5. Nets trail by 6.
And you know, guys, Eric Gordon was an unbelievable three-point shooter last season. 45% from behind the arc. The first time he's been over 40% in his career.
And they double up Gordon. He feeds it to Laverne. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
Now let's take a look at some numbers here for Henderson. How he did last season. Last season, put up about 12 points per game. 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
Good work defensively by Morris.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
That drops. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Against Corver. There's the pick. It's Henderson on the wing. Makes it off the glass.
Assist goes to Gerald
Rose with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
Lopez inside. Laverne on him. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Still trailing, but they're all
point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one.
Kobe's checked in for Kyle Korver. Wiggins is checked in for Milwaukee. The Nets shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Henderson kicks to Laverne. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Bryant's shot is good.
Well, as you said, guys, I mean, the Bucks struggled early in their series against the Bulls, but they got the momentum and forced a Game 6, but then were blown out at home to end the series. Ended up losing by 54. That's right, 54. Wow.
Laverne passes to Henderson. Outside Gordon. Over Rose. Again, the miss by Gordon.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And as you said, the Bucks lost on their home floor. One thing about that series is the Bucks introduced their new logo. They gave away free playoff tickets to anyone that turned in their old red gear. Not a bad deal in my book.
Wiggins against Rose. Dishes it to Bryant. To the inside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. For 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
You just have to admire the versatility they were able to display offensively.
Scoring came from every direction, all over the place. I mean, if one approach didn't work for them, they found another one that did. Really unfortunate for Eric Gordon that an assortment of injuries have really derailed his career. A few years back, he looked like he'd be an absolute star. Once a 22 points a game score, was down to 13 a game last season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Lopez. Aldridge comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Derrick Rose.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Yeah, on the topic of Eric Gordon, one would think he's still young and talented enough to be a difference maker with any team. He just has to stay healthy. That really is the bottom line. He's got to keep his health.
Kevin, the truth is, though he's had a number of injuries, they've all been different. It isn't one chronic thing. So with a little good luck, we could see him shine once more.
Chandler dishes to Bogut. Here's Beverly. No good with the triple. Bucks leading by 4. Wiggins kicks to Lowe from outside the arc, and he gets it to go. Lowry's got 5.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Aldridge against Grant. Puts up the baby hook. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Lowry kicks to Henderson. Lowry against Beverly to the paint, and slam dunk by Noel.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wiggins drives in. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Stolen by Grant. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's Bogut. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to...
And so we conclude the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal. And Andrew Wiggins was the man in the first. He ended up with 15 points. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us.
How about Wiggins in this one? 15 points and a steal.
No idea we'd see a performance like this one today.
The only way to describe it in my vocabulary is dominance.
We've got Wilson Chandler. Brook Lopez is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And there's Bryant. And it's Rose in at point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Puts it up off the inbound. Another shot, Aldridge. Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Gordon penetrating and good on the basket. Book it. Wiggins has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Rose against Lowry. Takes a 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
Chandler with the block, and they get it back. Feeds to Lowry. Pass to Laverne. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
You know, you go back to Kobe Bryant. He pushed himself so hard last season, though his points per game average was up. Field goal percentage was the worst of his career. Just felt he had a better chance to score than anyone else on the team. And it's real hard to argue that he was wrong about that.
Morris is checked in for Brooklyn. Korver comes in for Kobe. Harris is checked in for Milwaukee. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
Here's Gordon. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight.
And guys, you know Kobe Bryant, words can't describe what he's meant to his team, really to the league in the game of basketball. You just wonder when he's finally going to say, you know what, I've done all I can do. That's enough. Retirement's been hinted at, but until I see it, knowing how competitive Kobe is, I just won't believe it.
Bass, a screen on Rose. The drive by Lowry. He dishes it to Laverne. And here's Gordon from outside. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there. Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, with 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
Milwaukee leading by 6. Gordon with it. Guarded now by Morris. It's blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. For Brooklyn, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And Beverly kicks to Bogut. With the putback. And it's Noel with the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Beverly, the pass to Morris. Lopez dishes to Morris. And stolen by Gordon. And now it's Lowry running. Here we go. All the way if he can. And yes, sir, that one drops. Lowry's got 7.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And that one's good.
And you know what? That's his sweet spot over in that corner. Probably his favorite shot.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Kyle Korver, a true laser. I mean, the most efficient catch-and-shoot jump shooter in the league, and maybe in league history. He tallied the second ever 50-50-90 season a year ago.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Henderson comes in for Gordon.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
Henderson kicks to Harris from downtown. It's hauled in by Bogut. And Korver now in his 13th best ever, especially shooting.
Yeah, and he credits all of his improvement to the advanced off-season training regimen. Extremely dedicated. He moved his family to Santa Barbara to be closer to his trainer, and it's paid off.
Beverly against Lowry. Now the dish to Noel. It's stolen by Bogut. To the middle for the lead, and it's finished off by Korver as he lays it in. Korver's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Nets?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Chandler comes in for Brook Lopez. And Kobe is subbed in for Marcus Morris. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Wiggins is checked in. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's sent back by Bogut. Chandler against Wiggins. The 3 from Korver. And the Nets, another 3.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Korver against Wiggins. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Kobe attacking, and he banks in the layup. Bryant's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Nets.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The high post shot. The shot is off. With 1 on the clock. Misses. And a great show through 3 quarters. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Here's Gordon. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Laverne. Brandon Bass is out there with Wiggins. Then there's Lowry. And it's Gordon in at the shooting guard position. Bass with the screen. In the corner, it's Wiggins. That one off the back iron and out.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Bryant passes to Aldridge. Bryant dishes to Aldridge. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And guys, remember, LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season. But he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And boy, how big was that for the Blazers?
And Aldridge postponing that thumb injury surgery, even though they said it might double his eventual recovery time.
Yeah, I think it's pretty admirable that he was out there because he wasn't just playing in pain. He was playing hurt. That shows you his commitment to winning. And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year, and they're pushed to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics have traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helped.
Brooklyn leading by 3. And Kobe, here we go. Gordon with the defensive effort. Wiggins outside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And going back to Brandon Bass, he was Boston's only enforcer down low once Sullinger went out with the broken foot. At that point, Greg, no one thought the Celtics would make the playoffs, but Bass helped push them in.
And last season, one of the most meaningful in Bass's career in terms of his contributions really counting toward the bottom line. A lifetime role player. The outcomes of many games last year were swayed by how well he performed.
Here's Rose, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Gordon against Kobe. Gordon kicks to Lowry. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Looking to end his cold spell. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Milwaukee. Well, Special K, so many records for Kobe, but one he set last season was most misses all time from the floor.
You know, he passed the great Hondo, John Havlicek, for that title. I'm sure John doesn't mind having him pass him up for that
the
one.
Old Buckeye, you're right.
That's right, most misses. But you look at the players on that list, a who's who of NBA stars.
The Nets making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Lowry passes to Wiggins, and that one's good. Wiggins has got 23.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out. And, you know, there's all this talk about Kobe now being the leader of missed shots, having that record. But listen, the guys that are in the top 5 of that list, all Hall of Fame players. So you don't miss a lot of shots unless your team trusts you to take them, and you're pretty good.
And it's Rose penetrating. Shot is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. They host the 76ers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And LeBron kicks to Gordon. Kobe with the steal. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop it. Guys, back to you.
And guys, a final thought on Kobe. I mean, all the players on that list were heavily leaned on for scoring. I'd take any of the top guys on that list over someone who's afraid to shoot the ball when their number's called.
Up and in on the layup. Bryant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Bass with a screen for Lowry, and it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Wiggins. That's short off the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
A very good half for them from the field. They've got their shooting percentage up over 50%.
Yeah, their offense heating up, and anytime you shoot it this well, you're going to give yourself a chance to get the dunk.
And he gets it to go. And it's 9 points for Kyle Lowry. Brooklyn leading by 4. And it's Rose penetrating over in the corner. Chandler back to Rose. Nets passing it around. Bass against Chandler. 4 on the clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Bucks making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Timeout called. The Bucks. They're behind by 4. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. Lowry kicks to Bass. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Aldridge. Brooklyn's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Got that one up quick. Bryant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're losing by 6. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Lowry. Noel. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 6 points for Nerlens Noel. Nets leading by 4. Goes up on the high post. Offensive rebound. It's stolen by Lowry. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, Eric Gordon has been getting it done. 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more. If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a one-possession game.
Rose dishes to Aldridge. Kicks it to Kobe. Passes to Lopez. Tries it from 9. Good! The Bucks have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Lowry kicks to Noel. Yes!
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
There's the feed to Rose. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Timeout called. The Bucks. They're trailing by 3. There's 21 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul has to come immediately after that.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Lowry for 3. Misses the tray. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Brook Lopez. Taking 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we have Brook Lopez with us. Tell us about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was a ton of intensity on the floor.
You know, the crowd brought so much energy. You know, it's Brooklyn energy. The noise in the building was fantastic. You know, and we just need more of that in the season.
Brook, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Kobe Bryant.
Look, how many times have we seen games like this from Kobe? He was the primary option. They needed a bucket, and he delivered. This game has evolved in the last few years, but the recipe was working tonight.
He put on such a well-rounded display offensively. He knew exactly what he wanted to do to break down the defense. Even when they made adjustments on him, he adapted. He said, okay.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everyone.
DJ Khaled, Convict Music, we the best, yeah, we taking over, listen, spread out with it, South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on the North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia, from down in Miami where it warm in the winter, on up to Minnesota where it's storm in the winter, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me, B&H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas, better ass Cali, Catman Cali with my eyes open valley, blowing and spinning, going down Vinny, drop 6, 4, 3, wheel hit switching, red light stop, make it drop for the with it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Can't got the crown, then spit out with it. Say you need, I said I get it. If you want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
Black flag, we rich. Yeah.
Listen.
Bounce, it's what I does. I get money every day I does. That. It's how I ride. Black flag on the left too. And ride, you better move. Yeah, get shit like shine that's on my neck. I'm big like Diddy. I'm with it. Cali, we did it. Biggie of my city. Please no fit it. Hit them too. The bread and get stupid, silly. Money that come running like water. Money so hot, Miami on fire, you better be. Might get on the porch of your fortress. Yeah, they see it, but no one reports it. I run this,
'Cause
Rick
we
Rouse,
take it
follow.
over. Said we take it over. Said we take it over.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the New York Knicks. For the Knicks, they're looking early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And Carmelo, prior to last season making the choice to stay in New York, what do you think, Shaq, of that decision?
You know, he went with his heart. He wanted to stay in New York. You know, it's hard to evaluate after having to shut it down due to injury, but you know, hopefully he's worked out in the summer. Hopefully he's coming back with a better focus, and hopefully he wants to get back on top. Because there was a time in the league where Carmelo's name had to be mentioned. It's kind of slipped away, but hopefully he'll get that back.
Yeah, he was the guy. You know, he's the leader.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Magic. And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. And now the New York Knicks starters. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Vujacic. Then there's Calderon. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. Here's Vucevic. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
And one thing about Nikola Vucevic, he owns the boards. Posted a top 10 double-digit average in each of the past 3 seasons. Plus, he's equally adept on both the offensive and defensive glass.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. Well, Greg, you were talking about watching Vucevic. He doesn't have the athleticism to beat people to the ball on rebounds, but Clark, he does have an exceptional, ability to box out well. He's got that long reach. He can make steals.
Good technique, really great size, and a hunger to chase down the rebound. So you don't have to jump high to rebound effectively. As a matter of fact, Kevin, most outstanding rebounders are not high risers. They're quick jumpers, they're strong, and they pursue the pump.
That's a good point. Anthony right side. New York moving the ball around. Calderon has the open look. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
They set the pick. Oladipo outside. Pick by Vucevic. And Oladipo kicks to Vucevic. Soft touch off the glass.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Anthony on the wing. The 3 ball. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Pass to Payton. The kick out to Oladipo. With the teardrop, and the layup is good. Oladipo's got his first basket.
Boy, for the Knicks last season, saying it was rough is an understatement. There was a lot of turbulence, and some of it was due to their defense. They just had a difficult time stringing together stops and cutting down opponent scoring chances.
Now here's Payton, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Payton dishes to Fournier. Picked by Vucevic. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. Outside Anthony. The feet to Vujacic. Offensive rebound. Right wing. This one for three. Count the bucket. Vujacic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Payton passes to Fournier. To the paint. Lopez with the steal. A 3-ball. Anthony missing again.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Lopez with the steal. Here's Vujacic. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Magic have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Payton with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Here's Payton. 6 on the shot clock. The 15-footer hits the front of the rim and out.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Porzingis, rebounded by Vucevic.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
For 3, Fournier, obtained possession. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for New York. Grant comes in for Jose Calderon. Lopez against Smith. They set the pick. The shot's good from Fournier.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Aflalo off the left rim and out. The Magic have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Payton with the ball. Now defended by Grant. Here's Smith. Lopez with the block. And the basket by Gordon. Here's Grant. Aflalo outside. Outside Anthony. Swiped it away. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Payton. It's tipped. They get it back. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Hits the 3-point bomb. Oladipo's got 5 points so far. Knicks trail by 7. Outside Anthony. Connects. The jumper drops.
Hey, guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Payton kicks to Fournier. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Nicholson's checked in for Gordon. Hezonja comes in for Fournier. Arbel's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Jennings in for Elfrid Payton. Then for the Knicks, Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Here's Galloway. No good. And Orlando will come the other way. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Marble's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Outside Jennings with 4 seconds on the clock. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center and Secaucus queuing up the footage for the officials.
And they've seen enough. The basket will not count. The quarter has come to an end before the shot.
Still important to have a second look at it, Kevin. I mean, the technology's available, so you might as well use it.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Magic lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And some tough time for the Knicks, but you listen. Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again.
And you know what? It's going to take a lot more than Carmelo playing strong to get the Knicks back into the playoffs and to make them a destination to where NBA stars want to come.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
Nicholson is the 4 with Vucevic at the 5. Marble is out there with Jennings. And it's Hazonia in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And as good as Vucevic is on offense, guys, he's doing everything he can to catch up on his defense. Huge size and wingspan works to his advantage, although the subpar athleticism hinders him a bit. But, for example, he's averaged less than 1 block per game for his career, mostly because even though he's a 7-footer, he plays well below the rim.
Watson, he's checked in for Marble. Now here's Aflalo. He's covered by Watson. And Aflalo kicks to Thomas. Nobody near Williams. Again, the miss by Williams. And to Vucevic's point, big problem throughout his career has been getting into foul trouble.
Yeah, it's tough. He's aggressive and sometimes out of position. Coaches are asking him to be aggressive, but he has to learn how to do that without fouling. That's the next step in his progression, and some of it is anticipation, so you're not in position to foul.
Aflalo dishes to Thomas. And stolen by Jennings. And here we go. Fast break. Jennings has got it. Rebound by Williams.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Here's Thomas, and he goes in for the dunk.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Jennings drives in, misses in close.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Thomas gets a wide-open look and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Magic have gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the second quarter began. The pass to Nicholson. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Nicholson's got his first points of the game.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Roten.
And Scott Skiles has been around the league as a coach for a while now, coming home to where he played most of his career here in Orlando. And at times, he can be a demanding coach.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for New York.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
And I really think you've got to love the way they protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Gordon's checked in for Nicholson. Evan Fournier comes in for Hazonia. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for C.J. Watson. And it's Peyton in for Brandon Jennings. And it's Vucevic missing. And Greg, you're right. Skiles is what, we'd call a no-nonsense coach. Makes perfect sense when you think about the team that now Clarkie's going to go coach in Orlando.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was great at developing players, and that's exactly why the Orlando Magic hired him. Plays with an edge, but he develops players quite nicely, too.
Holds them accountable, doesn't he?
Yep, well said.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
right at the free throw line. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. The Magic making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Langston Galloway's checked in for New York. The Knicks leading by 3. Anthony left side. Here's Galloway, covered by Payton. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Amway Center here in Orlando didn't see a lot of wins last season. Magic really struggled at times. Surprisingly, Greg, in this building.
Yeah, a young team still haven't yet established their identity. Only 13 wins at home. And really that inability to defend that home court is why they fell out of the playoff hunt early.
Grant, he's checked in for Jose Calderon. Gordon with a screen on Grant. Payton drives in. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
You know, what's a bit alarming for the Magic at home is that it was a step back from the previous season. I mean, for a team that's supposed to be young and improving, they shouldn't be getting worse at home year to year.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And a big problem for the Magic at home was that they just didn't protect the rim. I mean, they would end with the second worst home field goal percentage against.
The Knicks leading by 6. Deep 2 from Anthony. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Anthony's got 11 points.
Nothing new there to see Anthony knock down one of those beauties.
There's the double team with Grant. Gordon kicks to Payton. Back to Gordon. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Marbles checked in for Orlando. And New York with a change here, too. Vujacic is checked in.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Here's Smith. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. He's a master at it.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Smith with some nice D. The Magic trail by 7. Up top, Oladipo. 5 points in the game. Marble's shot is off. New York's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Vujacic's shot is off.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Here's Oladipo, and again it's Orlando converting.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And so here is New York. Gets it off. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
Basket's good.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And we finished one half of basketball. New York ahead, up by 7. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Jose, I saw you speaking with Coach. How did he critique the team's performance during the first half, and what did he tell you guys to change?
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They did give up a couple. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
Anthony was playing great. He's got 11 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Karambis. Calderon is out there with Vujicic. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Porzingis in at the 4 spot. Fournier, that's for 2. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Fournier's got the first basket of the second half here for the Magic. Well, Clark, what can you say about the Knicks last season? They had a lot of trouble on their road trips, among other things.
Well, especially on the road. I mean, only managed to get 7 road wins on the season, Kevin.
It's stolen by Calderon. Takes the 3. Anthony's shot is off. The Magic trail by 7. Oladipo for 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Vucevic. Another shot. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 9 points for Victor Oladipo.
They're earning their points with the jump shot now.
And that's right, Clark. 6 of their last 10 have come from the mid-range.
He dishes it to Payton. Back to Oladipo. Outside Gordon. The 3. Another miss by Oladipo. The Knicks leading by 5. Anthony, the pass to Lopez. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. No good. Good work defensively by Anthony. Here's Vujicic. No good. And Orlando the other way now.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Payton dishes to Oladipo. And Vucevic kicks to Gordon. Fournier for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And a fast break now for the Knicks. The wide open look here for Anthony. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Anthony's got 16 points.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. One problem the Magic faced last season was depth. They really weren't a deep team, and it hurt them along the way.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, they had the second fewest bench points in the league, and that number was really low because they didn't use the bench that often. Starters did a lot of the heavy lifting.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Nicholson's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Hizania comes in for Evan Fournier. Watson, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Jennings in for Elfrid Payton. Afflalo, no good. The Magic trail by 8. Watson with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. On the wing of Afflalo. That doesn't go either for Afflalo.
And for the Magic, they would try and address the bench for this season, both through the draft and free agents.
New York leading by 8. Williams kicks to Calderon. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. There's a good screen. Jennings against Williams. The wide open look here for Vucevic. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And guys, the Magic didn't luck out and jump into the top 3 in the draft. Still ended up with a high pick, and that'll help add another nice piece to their puzzle. They've accumulated a lot of good pieces, but now they need to start making it work.
Jason Smith, he's checked in for Orlando. The Knicks also changing it up. Langston Galloway's checked in for Lopez. And it's Grant in for Jose Calderon. Williams can't get it to go.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Here's Watson. Second chance shot. Nicholson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And so Nicholson nails both of them.
Listen, the Knicks finishing at the bottom of the East last season. They didn't go into the season thinking they were in for a rough go, making last season all that more painstaking for the fans.
And the rejection by Smith. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Jennings leading the charge, and it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Marbles checked in for C.J. Watson. And New York with a change here, too. Porzingis is checked in. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Jennings kicks to Nicholson. Fires from the line. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And for the Knicks and their play against the rest of the conference, guys have been talking about only Clark 11 wins in 52 games.
And you know, Kevin, what's worse is the Knicks were 5-21 at home against the East. No matter how you slice that up, the Knicks had a season that everybody would like to forget in New York.
Screen by Smith. Here's Azania, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Azania's got his first 2 points.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. That's a nice drive there, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
The Magic trail by 6. Now Jennings. Smith, the pass to Jennings. Screen by Smith. Jennings dishes to Smith. Clock at 6. Kicks it to Marble. Uncovered. Can't get it to go. And New York will come the other way.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
And Aflalo kicks to Galloway. And there are the Knicks with another bucket. 26 seconds left to play in the third. To the inside. Here's Azania. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And Aflalo kicks to Galloway. Now here's Grant. There's the 3. And he gets the bucket. Galloway has got the lead up to 9 now for New York.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Knicks lead by 9. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And the final period of play just about to start. The Magic trail by 9. The backcourt is Payton and Oladipo. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. And it's Fournier in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
The kick out to Lopez. Calderon with it. Now Payton defending. It's stolen by Vucevic. Payton drives in. Pass to Fournier. Back to Payton. They set the pick. Vucevic the pass to Fournier. And it's off from three-point range. The Knicks leading by 7. For 3, Calderon. But they'll get another chance. Here's Galloway. Lays it up and banks it in.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive. But the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Fournier, covered by Vucevic. Clock at 6. Out of bounds.
Naturally, I mean, I guess.
The Knicks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Here's Vucevic. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New York.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
The Magic trail by 11.
Timeout on the court. Charge to Orlando.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
It'll go, and the New York Leaders get down to 9 in the bucket from Gordon. New York's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Vujicic kicks to Calderon. It's taken away by Payton. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
The three from Anthony. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
Gets stolen by Calderon. And a fast break now for New York. 18 feet out. Fournier pulls it down. The Magic trail by 10. Dishes it to Payton. Gordon, the pass to Payton. At the elbow, Vucevic. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. 11 feet away. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 10 points for Vucevic.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
New York calls timeout.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for New York. Oladipo for 3. Knicks with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. And here's Anthony for 3. Fournier pulls it down. Fournier's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Payton dishes to Vucevic. That shot wide open.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Aflalo outside. It's stolen by Oladipo. Jumps up, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Payton in the corner. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Oladipo for 3. Another miss by Oladipo.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Anthony with it. Now Payton defending. Anthony against Payton. Here's Porzingis. New York needs to get off a shot. And the shot no good, a bit short. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
How about this run they're in the midst of? On the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead.
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed. Nice numbers from Gordon.
He has 8 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
The Magic making a switch here. Smith is checked in. And it's tied up with that one.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Anthony against Oladipo. Outside Anthony, trying to get back on track. It's money from deep.
This is what happens when you allow Carmelo Anthony to heat up.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're behind by 3.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
.35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Gordon, it falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Anthony with it. Now Smith defending. Passes it to a Flower. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 5 to shoot. Anthony right side. From 17 feet out. Sinks it. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're losing by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Payton outside. Smith up top. To force OT. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So a close game sees New York take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Carmelo, how were you able to take control of this game and pull out the win here tonight?
We willed our way to this win. It wasn't easy. We knew it was going to be a battle, but they came back.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan, Carmelo Anthony. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to... And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
one-of-a-kind